Hi everyone, my name is Celadon. I'm a librarian at the Carrollton Public Library and I'm here with a new book buzz. Today we're going to talk about that dish best served cold. I'm talking about revenge. We're going to talk about this with 3 new books from 3 different genres. Let's get started. Our first book is Beijing Payback by David Ney. Now, Beijing Payback is about Victor and his sister Jules, who are absolutely devastated by their father's murder. As they're sorting through their father's estate, they discover that their father was not who he seemed to be. Not only had he been a smuggler, but he was part of a national crime syndicate. Victor decides to travel to Beijing and immerse himself in the criminal underground, determined to avenge his father's murderer. If you're looking for a revenge thriller with an Asian flair, this is the book for you. Our next book is Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. Now, Maas is best known for her young adult series, both Throne of Glass and A Court of Thorns and Roses, and she's a New York Times bestseller. This is her first book aimed at adults. It's about Bryce Quinlan, who has a good life in Crescent City, but when her best friend is brutally murdered by a demon, she finds herself as part of the investigation and decides to avenge her friend's death. Now, this contemporary fantasy takes place in a world that is separate from ours, but this world still enjoys a lot of technological comforts that we enjoy, like cell phones, video surveillance, and guns. Now, even if you aren't normally a reader of high fantasy, this unique setting, immersive world building, and intriguing plot are sure to inspire you. So last book of the day is 88 Names by Matt Ruff. Now, this book is a little different because unlike other books in this series, this one, the main character isn't the one taking his revenge. Instead, someone is enacting revenge upon him! Now, this follows John Chu, who is a Sherpa, or a guide in a virtual reality game. Basically, what Sherpas do is they run people through high-level endgame content for a price. Now, when John cuts one of his coworkers out of a lucrative gig that promises both fame and fortune, she promises that even though John isn't sorry right now, he's gonna be. And then everything starts going wrong. Now, this science fiction adventure is sure to appeal to people who enjoy books like John Dies at the End or futuristic violence and fancy suits for its light, fast-paced writing and its emphasis on humor. It will also appeal to fans of Ready Player One by Ernest Cline for both its virtual reality-based adventure and all of its pop culture references. For instance, in the first chapter, it references Firefly. Now, if you don't know what Firefly is or have never watched it, that's okay. It's still a good book. But if you do know what it is, when you get to that reference, you can be like, I understood that reference. Check it out. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope that you'll check out our Book Buzz newsletter that goes with this, which has catalog links to all the books that we talked about, in addition to even more great revenge reads. In addition, I hope that you'll check out our Instagram. We have a great Instagram that we update on a regular basis. It is instagram.com/CarrolltonTXLIB. Thanks, everybody. Stay safe.